What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Alright, so I might have a new trick up my sleeve. I'm going to do the dailies on my healer because I need 10 more transmutation crystals. You know, I wanted to do the event at least on one more too, and I'll try to get to that tonight. But I noticed in one person's video that they're using a set, and I've used before, and I was like, yeah, that's good. That's good. But why didn't they do this? And I stopped and thought, would that work? Because if it does, and I think it does, if I remember right, it would be insane. Now, I also noticed something, a change, since I've been gone, that most people overlooked, nobody's doing. And I was like, well, I'm going with that. Like, I'll use this set because it makes sense. I'll have to give up something. But, there's going to be two little twists. Two. And I was like, it should work in theory. In theory, it should totally work. Because if it does, it would be stupid. It would just be dumb for me not to exploit it. And I'm going to. And I was like, I have ways to do this. I have ways to do that. But how can I maximize the best potential out of it? I mean, without, changing the race. Because that's one thing I didn't want to do. Again, I've already changed my race on my blade. Because it's for my blade. And I was like, I could do this. White gold tower. Oh my god. That is so awesome. If I get a right team, I could do that. I won't queue it right away. I only need 10. So Black Heart and Elden Root. I just need 10. I might do that a little later, white gold. So just to make sure, let's find out which Elden Hollow it was. 1. Yeah. Okay. Specifics. And I'm going to do this as fast as possible, hopefully. But I'm the healer. I mean, hopefully we get some, fast groups. I was like, I'll just queue in as a healer. No problem. Bing a bang a boom. And then we'll get it done, right? No problem. No problemo. Plus my Undaunted needs to level up anyways. Right? So I was just like, perfect. I'll go on my healer. I might have to level my Undaunted on my blade. I've been avoiding it. But I might have to after I'm done with this build. Because if everything works out, it'll be stupid. It won't play like any blade that's been out for a minute. And I thought that was a unique design to, there was what I wanted to do. Because I want to stay with the Pestilence. I want to stay with it. I like the fact of it's like spreading, right? I really do. I think that's a really good effect. Now, get the stupid band, which I'll be working on tonight and tomorrow to level it up, and then go through the sequence to get the band. That'll take me about 2 days, 2 or 3 days, with the event added on. Get some more transmutation, because if this works, and I'm going to do this on the stream, if it works, then I'll need to transmute all 3 of my jewelry pieces on top of another piece, and I might have to farm up another weapon. But I like the idea. I'm just sold on it. I'm just like, you know what? It's kind of fortuitous, I guess. Because I'm like, this is a pretty nasty, like mythic. And until it gets a nerf, it should be exploited. Because that's what everybody's utilizing currently. The question of it is, I dropped Impen. I mean, did I drop Impen? Impen's gone. It's junk. It's trash. You heard it here. It's trash. If somebody has that ring on, you're hosed. You might be hosed. There's ways around it. And I will be getting into that. Now, health recovery. That's the reason I want to stick with the pestilence as much. Pick the weak target and go with it. I could add a poison for a health drain for the recovery. I don't know if I'll go that route. But because it's a passive, right? The only time you don't generate health is if block. So if you block, you stop regenning stamina on the sword and board. But you can regen magicka. If you block with frost staff, you can regen stamina. Now health, I want to say, if you block at all, I thought health quits working. That might not be the case. I'll have to test it. Unless somebody knows and want to speak up. But the biggest, even what the problem of it is, if a player is CC'd, health recovery is still active. So you have to deal a ton of damage at a fast rate, or you have to figure a way around it. Now, I think ZOS needs to address it on top of these other issues with these combos, because it's elevated PvP to a point where a new player has no chance. They don't have a chance. It's to the point where a low player who doesn't even have that much skill can pick up on a build, run it with little to no experience, and come out victorious. So to me, it really is it defeats the point that, I mean, it's good for content creators, I guess, because it does promote their build. And I get that, but on another level, it's just, it's kind of like, wow. Ooh, oh, wow. Gross. So, yeah, I want to check this out. I want to get these transmutations. And I'm not, if I don't see it, I won't do it. But if I see it, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I really want to see if it works, because if I remember right, I've done it before. I've already done it. And I think it does. So, because I did jewelry crafting, and I said, throw this on this trait and put that side up, because I did it. And whatever. Oh, snap. I need charged. I do still got to get a spell power cure lightning staff. So white gold tower would be kind of cool to do it, even if I did it on normal. I mean, I already have a bunch of Kina heads. I don't care. I mean, but if this works, I need the extra transmutation. So well, at least they're going fast. That's cool. I hate being a healer. I feel like I don't do any damage.
Don't have time for this. I need aid.
I do like the Necro tank though. I think that's kind of cool. Is that a lore book? No, it's just a note, whatever. If I even have a tank. I just got aggroed. You know what that tells me? I don't have a tank. No, I do. Okay. He just might have lost it on his rotation. That happens. Dude, you're not pulling everything, man. You're just running and aggroing. At least throw caltrops. I'm trying to keep up with the tank. DPS is behind me. I should be behind them. That's my fault in a way. Jesus. Yo, deeps, man. Oh my gosh. Why isn't it pulling us in? Isn't it supposed to pull us in? Damn DPS, lazy asses. You should kill that.
I'll give you that.
Light it up!
Take me! Light it up!
Somebody. That's why you don't like run. It's those plants, man. There we go.
You won't stop me. My princess is coming with an army that will explore the open.
You can't beat the mechanics. Ah!
This is not the end.
All right.
So, Orneth sold her soul completely. Thalmor will not be happy with this. Go.
Yay. What's up, Ross? My house got hit Friday. By a truck? Oh my god, is everybody okay? Dude, I'm so sorry. Tell me everybody's okay. Dude, that's terrible.
Take pride in your work.
That's awful.
The right tool.
Alright. Let me go ahead and scrap some stuff real quick. Bark. Not gonna use it. Have it. Light. Reinforce. Nah. Good. What? Oh. I'm not gonna use that. I mean, the damage shield's kind of cool, but that's a two-hander. Okay. Resto staff. I'll hold on to it for now. Alright. So, Blackheart Haven. Bingo. Bingo, baby. We'll get those transmutations. We'll find out. I'll log on. 2 dudes, put my ring in the bake. Make a little trip. And see what we can do. The antique truck got hit too. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm so sorry. Dude's in trouble though. He better had insurance. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, brother. My prayers are out for you right now, for sure. I can imagine why Zoss wants to throw a nerf like up. I can can kind of get it. You know? Man, I cannot wait. I am like, kind of like, if I remember right, and you know, the question of it is it worth it? We'll find out. We'll find out for sure. Because if I remember right, I did it already.
Ha! As if... Make sure you pay your bar tab tonight, Undaunted.
Yeah. I don't drink, but... 5 more. 5 more. We'll find out. It'll be interesting. I'll be tickled if it works. It'll be gross. Because I was like, that setup makes sense. It does. For what they were doing. I was like, you know, I might borrow that part. But I'm going to switch 2 things on it. Add my pestilence. And then I'm going to replace that 1 shoulder. And then I'm going to still use the same Mundus. I'll be forced to. There's no, that you know, if you're going to set up with that set, you're going to have to use that shoulder. You have no option. You're well, not the shoulder, the Mundus, but the shoulder is optional based on how you want to stack things. And I was like, you know, this might be even way more interesting than even I anticipated. Because I don't have to give up the Master Bow. I can keep... Now, I mean, you know, if I wanted to keep it static, which is optional, I could. I could actually run it static. And I may do that, to be honest. You know, to me, it's been debatable. It's been debatable. But I was like, you know, it's a hard setup. It's a hard setup to kind of, you know, how you want to set it up. I could very well run it static and then run the monster setup. I could do that. You know, I could literally run, if I run it static, well, no, I couldn't still use the monster setup, but I could definitely run the 2 sets static and just give up the Master Bow. I could do that.
Champion of the Crucible.
I could do it. I just have to give up the Master Bow to do it. You know. And it's debatable. I just think I'd be able to do it the way I want to do it. I could proc up more with the injection, add more weapon damage, because once the dot's applied, it's applied. Once I go ahead and use the acid spray, everybody's hit. So with a poison, run poison glyphs on the weapons, run sharpen. I get extra pen from the pestilence, so I don't need the Lover Mundus, and I can run the I have 1 mace. I would need dual mace because I'll be dual wield, and basically go to town. So yeah, it would be really, really harsh. Sustain is very well into the build as well. So that's another thing that I'm kind of looking forward to if this works out. Sylvia asked me if everyone was okay last night. The wall of my living room, where the window, front door, and living room closet got wrecked. Oh my gosh, brother. That's horrible. That is horrible. I'm just glad everybody's safe, but that is horrible. Did he have insurance? Tell me dude had insurance and that's getting taken care of. God, I hope.
I must finish this.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
I actually like this better than the zombie hound that they had for the epic or the Apex mount. I have the zombie horse. I have both. I have the decayed one that you could ever get. Then I have the armored zombie one on the PlayStation. And speaking of, you know, the Crown Store, they actually brought someone declined. There we go. Jeez. I just need to do one more dungeon and check this, then I gotta attend dinner. But I wanted to do this stream because I was like, you know, dinner's still kind of cooking. It's going to be in there for a little bit. What is going on? This way. Oh, God. It's always the lobies, man. Could have skipped it all. Dude, let's go. You could have skipped all this trash. Oh, man. Jesus.
I'll swab the deck with your scalp.
Please don't make this longer than it has to be. No! Dude! Serious, just go up the... This tank, man. Come on, man. You wanted to take the scenic route.
The wrong beach.
PvPer. You can always tell. I do. I want to use that set. I use a different set, but. He's right. I'm wrong. I don't ever go this way hardly anymore, so. Everybody run inside.
Nothing of the sort. Time to die.
Why? Inside. New tank. Told you, man, this dude's making it way harder than it needs to be. chest. Great. Awesome. I don't think I need anything from here. Oh, the heavy sack I'll take. I'll break it down. That's about it. Plating. Zoss, man, you got to do something about plating. Plating is so hard to just... You get way more material to craft a piece of jewelry than to get the plating. The plating is insane. You can't... the conversion ratio is way different than any other form of refinement. It's terrible. It's horrible. It's awful. I kind of understood it in the beginning, but now they're really still... It's still that bad. Like, they didn't change the refinement rate. People don't block here, they will die. They don't interrupt. Stupid harpies. Can't even search it. Fuck. I might have to use the barrier on this. I think I will. Just because I don't trust him to interrupt. As soon as he engages, I'm on a barrier. Lucky I did. I knew it. Guys got... There you go. Either that or block. Jeez. Like, Impen's junk. Impen is junk. Especially after I saw something like, I'm gonna get more from this. Because the base, crit comes from base damage. But I noticed the small intricate detail, and I was like, oh, really? Well, shit, I'll go with that. And now I probably will build everything that way. Oh, Knight's Heron. Knight's Heron's a good set. I don't know if I needed the boots, but it's a good set. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get the ban. It's just the way it is. Zoss wants to put out some nasty, stupid stuff. Why didn't anybody tell me about... I mean, I heard about Mythics. Once again, man, I'm just going to go ahead and bury her. This part, when people teleport, everybody for some reason dies. The tank can take it, but when she teleports and that rains... She might not teleport. Oh, there it is. Won't need the shoulders. That'll get scrapped. I'll need to farm up more skill points on this tune too. I gotta farm up more on my blade actually. And I'll have to get Undaunted. I needed to anyways. Like I said, I didn't take this platform serious. It was just like, I'm here. Just think, the entire time I was doing Battlegrounds when it first launched, I was doing it without even Undaunted bonus. I was killing people without even without maximizing my build. That won't happen this time, I promise that. Especially if it works out that way. Like I was saying earlier today, I was like checking out a couple people's configuration, and you know, I anticipated drop the monster set. I said that. You know, why wouldn't you? It makes sense. You know, for 25 base, you have to drop something. You have to. And it's a jewelry piece, so unless you go with a weapon, you know, of like willpower or agility or endurance, and you could do that. You could. You have to give up a monster proc. So technically, it's like one set stat or 2 set stat. How do you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? But you have an offset somewhere along the line. And I was like, you know. The other jewelry piece actually, I think it's the necklace, is kind of interesting as well. So I might actually go with that just because it's another one piece. Notice a lot of stam DPS going dual wield now. I'm so happy. Good on them. About time. I've been saying it for years. Whatever. Hands. That's cool. Let's see if there's any picks. Yeah, because I do need lock picks. Flint. Heavy sack. Absolutely. Read the scroll. Read the scroll. Read the scroll. Yep. Keep the balls flowing. Just run! Naked! What the fuck? Like I said, new tank. Done. Sword. Cool. Awesome. Oh, and infused. I think I have it already, but... Cool deal. Yes. Now. That gives me 50 after the turn-in. Then we'll switch to tunes, and we will find out. Example, I didn't commit a crime. If you stole something, as long as I didn't commit a crime, I can kill your loot, stolen goods, and turn, you know. Or use the necromancer or vampirism outside of combat, which is a criminal act, and I didn't, that would be a fun PvP. It would be interesting. That would be an interesting mechanic, for sure. It'd be an interesting mechanic. So we're going to turn in, and then we're going to find out. And I will give a couple of my secrets, what I'm doing. Well, I'll have to anyways. Because you guys, and we're all about to find out.
Again, the legend of Cap. The next time you walk through a tomb.
Oh, good. Okay. 5. That gives me 50. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and log out. We're going to get on my one night blade. Giving up my sheer venom wasn't an easy decision. It wasn't. Whatsoever. I was like, this is hard. This is a hard choke for me, man. Really hard. It was really difficult. I was like, ah. Okay. So, we're going to actually, for now, we're going to keep the Master Bow. We're going to keep it for now. We're going to run this on the back bar so it won't be static. We're going to use the Clever Alchemist. When you drink a potion during combat, you get 651 weapon and spell. I need to put my blood spawn shoulders on. Now, I don't have well fitted in that. I might actually craft that. Because I think I have pestilence well fitted somewhere over the rainbow. I do. So I'll switch that, but I want you guys to notice something here. We're going to go over this. Okay. Currently, Impen gives you 124 critical resistance. Only 124 at purple. What I decided to do was go with Nirnholm, because I get 244 physical and spell resistance. And if this works out, that goes over 250, right? On each piece. That deducts from base damage, because it adds to my physical and spell resistance. Right? Which isn't a bad thing. Now, I did end up putting on this bar. Well, let me just do it the easiest way. Let me put on the shadowy disguise and show you guys something. Because I'm running heavy. And then we go in, it's 24 and 20. Now I'll up this. I'll change it. And now when I redo the champion points, and then my resistance will be 24,000 each with the major. And I'm going to be using the one attack, it'll proc it. So it'll be 18-1 before proc, and on my spam, it'll keep fluctuating. So it'll go back up to 25. That's with the Nirnholm 2 added. It'll be up to about 26, 27 without a monster set. Now, let me go ahead and do this. Now I have to take off my necklace because I put the potion cooldown on it because I'm using Clever Alchemist. Now I'm not Argonian, and I don't really care to be Argonian, right? I don't want to be an Argonian. I want to be the Orc because I'm getting extra weapon damage and stamina, and I'm getting speed reduction. So once I add two, I might just even use one well-fitted because I'm already fast as it is. I might use two. But if this ups the infused, ups the ratio by at least 2, I mean 1 would be okay. I mean, if you ran 3 and you get 6 out of it, and I think that's what it was 6. Might be 6.5. I don't know. But if as long as it's like, you know, I mean 3-point reduction, that's only a 7-second cooldown. That I wouldn't be procced. If I get a 1.5 or 2, then it's sustained. Like it'll be sustained. It'll be like part of the rotation. You know, Clever Alchemist down, boom, because you're running it static, right? You're running static. That's why I might give up the Master Bow. The Master Bow still gives me 300. But if the trick about it is to keep the poisons, apply the poisons, and get the increase. Now I was here because I was going to go get some skill points and unlock this stuff. But then it was like, after I did it, I was like, man, wait a minute. I have Infuse unlocked already. So I really should go check it out. Because if it doesn't, you know, apply to that enchantment, which it should, then I won't infuse it. I won't transmute it. If it does, and I transmute it, you know, it reduces the cooldown effect. And for PvP, 10 seconds means a lot, right? Especially if I'm using a mold. You know, basically have an immobilization health recovery or stam regen constantly. So I want to go to jewelry. I want to come here. And I want to go to infused. 7.1 seconds. Oh, God. Oh, God. So listen, 45 seconds, right, is what this is. You run 3, right? That takes 21.3 off, right? 21.3. And you get, I forget how much. So that's huge. That is massive. That is nuts. So no impen. Impen's replaced with Nirnholm. I might actually run 4-piece Nirnholm, 2 infused, 1 well fitted. Because I'll get the most bang out of my buck. I'll be very, very tanky. I'll get the Undaunted. I'll have to work Undaunted on this. The Undaunted passive. And the ban. The question of it is, do I want to maintain the Master Bow for the extra 300? Will the proc work in time for the swap? And if it does, so long as I can do that fluently, we're golden. I'll need to farm another mace. So I was like checking everything out. But I was like, oh, sick. Sick with it. Sick with it. That will boost PvP for the game. It would. It'd be, like I said, it'd be an interesting mechanic. I just don't know, like, if they'd have to do something separate on it. That's about it. You know? This game needs a lot of adjustments in PvP. Okay. So there's my necklace. 7.1 reduction. Right? You infuse all 3 and the ban. You're going to reduce max stamina, but you won't need it due to the Clever Alchemist. So basically, you're sacrificing some max stam for it. Well, and my buff's worn off. But, so right now, we're only at 1873 weapon damage, right? Doesn't seem like as much. Oh, I need the blood sponge order. And I need to get the recovery. But I just want to see something. I'll go down and get it, obviously. It's invigorating right now. It's supposed to be that's supposed to be my well-fitted piece too. That and my waist. Whatever. Alright. And then I'll go get the serpent. Because I have no choice. I need more stamina recovery. But it should be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But let me put on my Clever Alchemist feet again. We'll swap that out. We'll fix that. But currently 1873. Let me put on my power extract. This one's really huge for me because it gives me my resistance, right? And it gives me my brutality. I went with the gap closer. I'm going to run Rend. I have on the back bar. I got rid of my one. I'm going to go with the acid spray. Caltrops forever, you know, whatever. Resolving Vigor. I don't want to kill everything. I want to get it up as close up as possible. $2,247. Now, that's without the Clever Alchemist. Now. $3,028. Now add the rings. Add the ring, and we are going to be sitting insane. It bumped up our recovery to 1673. After that, we'll get up to about, with the proc, we'll be really good. The 7.1 reduction is going to be massive. It's going to be insane. Because even without, okay, so without the poison injector, and I don't think you can see it, technically. Okay, maybe you can. Now, hold on. How many seconds can that happen? Every 20 seconds. So yeah, we'll be perfect. We'll be on a total, we should be on total uptime. Should be. $3,000, yep. Now we use that ability. We're at 26, so yeah. We'll get about 26 resistance. 26,000 resistance. We'll have, with that band, it'll be stupid. And we should have a complete Clever Alchemist uptime. Let me check that out. Okay. So, let's see if it shows the icon. 35 seconds. 22. Wait for it to run off. Ran off, and the potion's up. And 22. So I only need one infused. One infused, permanent uptime. One. Permanent uptime on Clever. With one infused. He didn't do it. I was like, okay, Clever Alchemist makes sense with this build. Why didn't he put an infused trait on his jewelry? Why didn't he not take advantage of the potion reduction? Why? If you're going to use Clever Alchemist, why wouldn't you do that? I was like, why wouldn't you infuse one of those pieces, one or two of those pieces? Why? It makes no sense to me. It made no sense. And then I was like, you know, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to run Nernholm. Skills, line, justice, crime. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it would have to be different. It would have to be. But yeah, I mean, I totally get what you're saying. That's kind of cool. Now, let me go ahead and... okay, there's the Atro. And I want to say over this way is the Serpent. It's right down from the Atro. So we'll grab the Serpent Mundus. Because we have to. We have no choice. I mean, heavy attacks will generate way more. And I'll have to readjust. my other, but one band to rule them all. Go Zenimax, go Zenimax. Let's break the game by adding trash, more trash. I know it's down off the side somewhere. I just want to, I know it's like across from the outro. It might be up a little bit. I might have to look it up. It would have been nice to have my add-ons. I still can't figure it out. Yeah, I'm heading the right way. We're good. We're golden. We're fine. I thought it was down this way, because I'm like, outro is down here. I played too much of this game. I played way too much of this game. Yeah, it should be down here, right? Towards the end of this path, I want to say, because it's... Or is it up? Or down? It could be down. A little bit. I know it's in one of these little crevices. It's fine. Don't mind me, I'm coming through, I'm not trying to kill you. Nope, nope, no war horn. Don't need to do that. There it is, serpent. I knew it was one of these little coves. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Now, 1732. Now, use the pots that I'm using. Right? And now we're at 2252. And I'll be putting another ring. You know, the funny thing is I only got 2 of those on. That makes, oh my god. Let me see this. This is stupid. I only have 2 of those. For 20 seconds. Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay, I'm 1820. Let me get back to the trash pots. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi, drop. That's broke. It extended my... Okay, those are over. It should drop. And now it's back up. Oh my god. I don't even... I could... Oh my god. That's insane. Insane, I tell you. It's nuts. It will be massive. Yeah, it's only against the target that you see the extra for the master. What kind of chest is that? See, now when I go in there, you see the 22. Alright. Now we're at the 3. And we have, that's 3K with survive. See the hands glow? When the hands stop glowing, you know the drop off happens. That's the Clever Alchemist proc, when the hands are glowing. See, now it drops off. It should have dropped off, but it's not. Now it dropped off, and now I'm back up at an uptime. Something buggy is going on with Clever. But the whole idea is once, like, okay, let me show you guys something. Okay. Now look, the flies will go over. There's the bleeds. 4,000 ticks on bleeds. 372, 372, 372. So I hit him with the acid spray, and as soon as I hit him with the acid spray, and I put poisons on as the enchantments on the weapons, grab the other mace, transmute those, get the ban. It's like, it's bad. It's bad news, man. I can get up to the way everything's set up right now. I could max out more stam. But I would rather, I can actually make this adjustment now. So we're going to make this slight adjustment. So we have medium armor focus, right? We're going to take the 42 points out of that and shift it. Critical resistance, it's trash. Trash. So I'm going to put 42. It's trash. It's trash. Into, where is it? Heavy armor. So 42 in here. Right? That gives me 54. Okay? So, oh, let's see. $27 more. About 70. Alright. That should be close. Take one away. And now we're at 20,000. No, and then we add the spam to it. And we're golden. $27. With a stun in the back. Oh, baby. Once I get the acid spray, it'll be really bad.
For killing those dry-skinned fools.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really, really horrible, man. Because I'm gonna want to be in the thick of it all. And the power extract is really nice for this setup. Because I put minor cowardice on them, reducing their weapon and spell damage. Giving me the major brutality and sorcery. Now I just need the brutality. But it's hitting for 5k AoE Now add the Whirling Blades as a dual proc finisher. So this is my spam. This is just a finish. This is just like whip, double dip. We'll add the Rend on here for a sustain. We'll keep the Resolve as like a proc end, but with the Clever and the reduction, I can run literally the health in. I could put Brutality on that too, technically, if I didn't even want to run the Power Extract, but that's just stupid. It's just dumb. I'm like, and then give me the ban and ouch. Ouch. No, but it'll play like a blade, like whatever. I got the Gap Closer. I got the, the debuffs heading out. The Ren, I'm using the dual wield for the finisher to add the extra bleed because it goes through resistance. It'll be 19k over 8 seconds with the Pestilence. So bleed out the ass and healing me 57% of this finisher with the 150. And blades generate a ton of ulti. Fast. It'll be nuts. My Sorks Mundus increased shock damage, I think. What skill is Acid Spray? Acid Spray is, well, I'm leveling it currently because I didn't use it on this build. But it's Arrow Spray. And then it morphs into Acid Spray. So I'll get this, I'll morph it to Acid Spray to keep the poison proc on. Poison Injection is a setup. It's a setup. I pick my target, inject them, gap close. Right? With ambush. It'll apply minor vulnerability to them automatically, increasing their damage by 5. They take for 5%. It'll also give me Empower. So basically, the whole way the setup works, once I jump them, I pot. And then once I pot, I extract. I need a little bigger target here. Once the extract hits, that's a Betty. That thing will die quick before I even get the combo off. That's a bull. Okay. So basically, it's just like proc, gap close, extract, pot. And then start rending. And then finish. And then run up the ulti, whatever. So I'll be in the thick of it. I need a lot of survivability. The Ren heal, it will sustain me. Along with the ulti. So it's just that simple. It's just like, and if anybody's near them when they die, the bleed will carry over. Pot, extract. It'll be sayonara, mother. I gotta hit that other attack too, the spam, for resistance. Against DKs, that's going to be very important to have the high-end resistance. Because I want to take advantage of it. I want to go ahead, close in, brutality, and then start rending them, pot up. Once I get that ban, once I get the ban on here, it's not even going to be pretty. It's not. Once the ban goes on here, and then I'm going to keep the Bloodthirsty on it. If Clever Alchemist is already working at a 100% uptime with 2 and an infused, then why wouldn't I want 1 robust, 1 Bloodthirsty? Because when they drop down to 10%, with the double dip, there's not a chance in smoke that they're going to survive it. There's just no chance. You can have a ton of health recovery, but if that burst is down on you that hard, it's going to be nuts. It's 25%. So, and I'm running a heavy armor build with a total of up to 27,000 resistance. And Nirnholm helped me get there. Think about this. You think about this. If I was to gold this out, add replace this for well fitted, one more Nirnholm, that's a ton. Let's go over this. Currently, I'm at 21. I'm up at 27. One more, and that's 28,000. Physical and spell resistance. That beats Impen every day of the week. Because of the stack factor. That's 28k resistance. Impen is dead. Congratulations, Zoss. You killed it. You killed Impen. For almost a year, people have still been playing with Impen, not realizing that they could just divert the damage down from Nirnholm. Because that's 244 from the base. Because remember, where does crit derive from? Base damage. Right? So this will ineffectively affect crit. Right? Because when you take a look at Impen, that's only 122 from the damage. So Nirnholm is better. I was like, that's sick. That's disgusting. Who would have thought? Because Nirnholm used to just be spell. Right? Reinforce added to like the physical. But now Nirnholm does physical and spell. And I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't gone 2 years. And nobody's running this setup. Because I was looking at other people's PvP builds and no one's running Nirnholm. I'm like, wait a minute, why wouldn't you do that? Why? That makes no sense. That's adding your resistance further. So, sick with it. Is this a take or this is a PvP? This is DPS, but it's a heavy. This is a heavy DPS. And there are going to be negative applications to heavy after the nerf back comes in. But here's the problem. The speed reduction is huge. The damage reduction, there should be damage reduction. But with a setup like this, would you take the penalty? Because I have a gap closer. I'm an orc. I already have speed. Yeah, I'm going to get hit. Well fitted just reduces the cost of the stamina. Right? So, reduces the cost. Doesn't increase the speed. So, I think, honestly, Zoss... I'm glad I switched to Orc. I'm glad I did it after all this. Because I'm like, I don't want to go Argonian. Yeah, Argonian's great because it'll heal up. It'll grab the resources. But I won't need it. The pots will... Once I drink the pot, I get the extra boost with the Mundus. Right? It's only 335. But once I drink it, it gives me, you know, that stamina recovery by 30%. So, only thing I need to do is trick out. Because when I dodge roll, I get the major expedition. And now 1 fitted in this. Now, see, it's still eating a little bit. So I probably will do 2 well fitted. So I'll do 2 well fitted. That's what I had last time. So this will get switched. And then I'll make a Nirnholm belt. I'll put the pestilence feet on, and I'll make a Nernholm belt. That's going to be disgusting. Keep that light. So there'll be my medium, right? My light. Get the Undaunted passives, and now I'll be sitting over 30,000 max stamina, right? You know, roughly around almost 31. You know, my max health, I'll put up maybe like 1 or 2 glyphs. I'll get up to 22. I'll get that up to about 22. I'll sit over 30. I'll sit at 22. And then by the time I get the band and everything, the weapon damage proc will be up at 40, and I'll have a 27k resistance. That's disgusting. It doesn't matter which way you slice it. It doesn't matter what way you slice that cheese. Gotta go? All right, man. Peace out. All right, guys. I do too. I gotta finish dinner. But I figured I'd share my little experimentation because I'm like, ooh, ooh. You guys, man, you guys are slacking, man. You guys are slacking. Slacking, man.